really excited. So it's gonna enable me to start rebuilding my wheels. So I'm gonna be moving these to the rear and these to the front. I'm just eyeballing it just to make sure before I rip this wheel apart and go ahead and rebuild it. So I gotta take it to the tire shop and get those tires, all of them, unmounted. Let's go see my buddy at his tire shop to get these tires unmounted. All right, so I'm gonna be swapping out the front lips on my BBs because I don't want to camber as much. I may still have to camber. I'm coming to the realization that I'm gonna have to do a couple of things I didn't want to do. And just keep moving along. I'm gonna take this valve off. Okay, so razor blade it is. Basically gonna try to go all the way around. Right, so the silicone is actually pretty superficial. This came right off after a little persuasion. So let's go ahead and get the other half of this wheel off. And we have it, so it's separated. The silicone on the actual wheel isn't too much. I could probably clean it off on the actual barrel. Where all the silicone is actually on the wheel itself. It's found a workflow that works for me, and that's basically putting the wheel back on here. So the next step is I'm actually gonna go ahead and clean these real good. And now when you marry the face, make sure the holes are nice and sound. Same thing, drop a hole, drop a couple of screws in. All right, so how to make this hole a little bit bigger to be the same dimensions as that one. So use that. And now this is in. Tighten this up. All right, so we reached the point where we're ready to start assembly. So we're gonna need to use some thread locker to show you. I mean, it's very minimal. You just put it right on the, that's it. Just a little dab that way. That's it. Just a little touch. You need to set it to 20 foot-pounds of torque. So let's go ahead and torque it down. When you do this, make sure you do it without the extension. I know it's gonna be tight, but do your best. These two are assembled. I haven't done the silicone yet, but they are assembled and torqued. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on here, and what I'll do is I'll use 2 wire ties to strap it down. So it's nice and stiff. I got that polishing ball from the headlight restoration kit, and a little bit of others. Both polished up. All right, the bolts are in. Let's go. All right, so we're ready to do the caulking now, and what I'm using is Supreme silicone. Can't complain here. Let's go ahead and put this one down and move on to the last one. Here we go. They're all done. And the faces sealed. Silicone by far was the worst part for me. Shout out going out to SRR. It's got the centers for the BBs. Let's go ahead and these are the ones that it has, which is, I believe it's like a factory style, and these are plastic. And as you can see, these are very worn out. The cap off, it's being held in by the C-clip. So go ahead and put the cap through, put this in. Here. So you can kind of tell the difference there. I know it's not in, but even if I do that, you can see how much bigger that other cap is, you know? And you can see how much cleaner this makes. It's just like so elegant, right? Anyway, stay tuned. Can't wait to have these on the car.